Exposed. Tinubu bribed Chicago University. Peter Obi in total shock after Atiku's urgent move. Breaking news. Well, Bola Tinubu has continued to run helter-skelter after the just concluded presidential election, and after Peter Obi took him to court, he has been confused about what to do and his next move. And ever since Peter Obi presented him in court, Tinubu has been doing all sorts of things and also doing all manner of things to make sure that the court doesn't prevail in their actions against him. But the truth of the matter is that Peter Obi actually won that presidential election because the criterion to declare a winner of the presidential election of Nigeria was that the winner must have at least 25% of votes in the FCT. And Peter Obi prevailed in this particular area, but Tinubu fell short of this particular requirement. But yet, he was declared presidential winner in that particular presidential election by the Independent Electoral Commission, which is INEC. Well, INEC were also sued in court by Peter Obi and his legal team, and they also presented many evidences in court to show that Peter Obi actually won that particular presidential election. And now the Chicago State University have also come out openly and told everyone what actually happened. And according to what Chicago University released, it is very clear and glaring that Peter Obi actually won that particular presidential election, and also Tinubu is making all manner of things and also making sure that Chicago University is bribed. And from what the Chicago State University released, it shows that Tinubu bribed these people, because how can Chicago State University release such statements after they released earlier that the Bola Tinubu that attended their university was a female? Well, we can't really comprehend what is actually happening between Tinubu and the Chicago State University, because earlier before, Chicago State University said that the Bola Tinubu that attended their university was a female. But now, they are coming out openly to defend Bola Tinubu. How come, if not bribery? It clearly shows that Tinubu bribed these Chicago State University people. Now, according to what Chicago State University released this morning, I'll show it to you guys now. Let's not forget that Atiku is the author of all this, because Atiku made a move to Chicago State University and requested for Bola Tinubu's credentials in order to present to the Nigerian court and as evidence to tell the court that Bola Tinubu didn't have the requirements to participate in the just concluded presidential election. But this is what Chicago State University released this morning, and it reads: Bola Tinubu, the president of Nigeria. Look at, they're even addressing Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Well, graduated from the university in 1979. One of his political opponents, Abubakar, seeks discovery from the University of Tinubu student records and information about the dates and circumstances certain diplomas were issued by university. Asserting such discovery is pertinent to a Nigerian president challenging Tinubu election earlier this year. Imagine, the University of Chicago is saying that releasing Bola Tinubu's record is pertinent to a Nigerian president challenging Tinubu's election this year. That means they're even against Atiku collecting Tinubu's certificate or collecting Tinubu's records to challenge in court about Tinubu's presidential election that was held in this year. Well, I continue reading. The student records Abubakar seeks from the university via a document subpoena, and the information Abubakar seeks the university to provide pursuant to a deposition subpoena concern Tinubu's private educational records. But since Tinubu has intervened to oppose this discovery, the university differs to Tinubu on the privacy issues implicated by Abubakar's application. That means what Chicago State University are now saying is that they won't release these particular records to the public, and they won't also release these particular records to Atiku Abubakar, who is seeking this as an evidence in court to challenge Tinubu's victory in the just concluded presidential election. And the page 2 of what the Chicago State University release reads: similarly, the university differs to Tinubu on whether any of the discovery information sought here is appropriate, including whether it is relevant to the pending Nigerian proceedings. Now, the Chicago State University are questioning this, whether it is right to release Tinubu's records to the public. Now, if Tinubu knew that he graduated from the Chicago State University, why is he afraid or why is he ashamed to release his records to the public and also release his records to the Nigerians? Now, I continue reading. The university struggles to understand how, given that Tinubu did in fact graduate from the university in 1979. How are Nigerians supposed to know if Tinubu graduated in 1979 if his records are not made public to the Nigerians? How are his opposition members supposed to know if who they are contesting with is actually qualified to be the president of a country? Well, I continue reading. Tinubu's grades and other students' record from the 1970s and dates and signatory information on subsequently issued ceremonial diplomas could possibly have any bearing on a 2023 election challenge in a foreign country. But the university is admittedly not familiar with the issues in Nigerian proceedings or the evidentiary and other legal principles applicable therein. Accordingly, the university differs to Tinubu, who obviously is familiar with these issues and directly involved in that foreign proceeding, to advance procedural and relevancy objections to the application. Now, what the Chicago State University are clearly saying now is that they won't release Tinubu's records to the public. Why? There's a sense here that Tinubu has just bribed them. If after reading this, and if after releasing previous stories about Tinubu, because before, this same Chicago State University told the public that the Tinubu that attended their school is a female. But now, they are coming out openly to defend Tinubu. Why would they defend Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, if after they might have denied that the Bola Tinubu that attended their school is a female one and not a male? Well, from what I've seen and from what I have analyzed from this particular event and what has been transpiring over the past, there's one particular thing and there's one conclusion we must all come into terms with. It is that Bola Tinubu has bribed the Chicago State University officials to release this particular statement, because this statement is a verified one, but what was released before is contrary to this, because they told the public and they told the masses that Bola Tinubu that attended their school is clearly a female, but now they are coming out to state clearly that the president of Nigeria, which is Bola Tinubu, records are in their school, and coming out now to say that they won't release his results. Well, it remains to be seen what happened after this, but I'll be bringing you more information about this, and I want to tell you guys that all the plans of Bola Tinubu in this particular case will not prevail, because P2B and Atiku will definitely come to the roots of all this. Fellow Nigerians, do well to tell me what you feel about this particular case in the comment section below. Do well to like this video, share this video across all social media platforms, and also tell me what you feel in the comment section below. And most importantly, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, because I'll be bringing you more trending updates about this particular case between Bola Tinubu and the Chicago State University. See you in my next video updates. Bye.